Hey, this is Carol with C&C Creations, and today we're going to make a wreath. All right, we have a grapevine wreath today that we're going to use. We also have a bow, and I have some silk floral that I want to use to match the bow. And I also may or may not use these baubles and some other shiny stuff, plus our greenery, Christmassy greenery. Okay, first we're going to put the bow on the wreath. I've done it with a chenille there, and or you could use a wire. I do have a video on making a bow on one of my other ones. You can check my channel and look down through there, and I think it's labeled with doing a couple of things, and one of them was making a bow. They used to call me the bow queen at work when I worked as a florist, so I like to make bows. Alright, so we've got our bow on, and I've decided to put this at the bottom. There was a reason for that. I saw this little guy here, and I was thinking if I put it at the top, this would just be sticking up. So I thought I'll just put him in the bottom. Okay, so I'll go ahead and cut him, but let's put a little bit of the greenery on. Now I'm going to try to stick this on here, but I also have my glue gun in case it's not staying good. But on these, this one's wrapped pretty tight. It depends on how loose they've wrapped it. If they've wrapped it pretty tight, then when you put it in, which sometimes is kind of hard, it'll stay. There we go. We'll put maybe one on each side. And adjust your bow. One of my teachers taught me that you need to integrate the bow, so you need to have some of the pine sticking out around it. There, I like that. Maybe a little bit on the bottom too. I've got several different kinds. I think it's good to have different kinds because it just gives it looks like you've gone in the florist and just picked out different kinds. That one's not working. It's not long enough. Okay, sometimes it's a struggle, but we do succeed. Alright, now I've got some greenery in. Maybe let's go up a little further with the greenery. Not sure how far up I'm going to go on the wreath yet. There we go. Now let's try, remember we want to get the larger ones toward the bottom where the wreath is. And so this is about the largest one. It's pretty. I like natural looking wreaths. I don't do a lot of glittery flowers. I like the flowers looking more natural and then add accents that are glittery. Everybody has their own way of doing it, right? So this one is a little smaller. So let's go up a little further out with him. There we go. Now we need a few more big ones. Let's see. Oh. There it goes. Let's integrate the ribbon a little bit. The way this is looking. We kind of have a 3 thing going here, which is good. Let's see. I think that's probably enough down here on the main part. Can't decide whether I want to use these white ones or not. Maybe I should, I don't know. Or I could just do a lot of red. I don't know, we need a little bit of something. I'm going to have to glue these in because they have a very short stem. You just have to make, change things for what you got. Make do. Especially if you're using ones that I've had for a while. So I don't know why these were cut so short, but the glue will fix that. All right. And always have you some extra glue sticks so you don't have to stop. And I'm going to give you a big tip. A really big tip. I'm going to show you what I use to put this glue gun on. It's a little pad that you can buy at Michael's. Now I've cut it up because another thing I use it for is I put it under my candles. So it won't, if I have it on a table, if the candle drips or something like that, like a bigger base candle, I can cut it to be the size of the candle base. And it keeps the table from getting damaged if the candle gets hot. So those are neat things to have. Okay. Did he come out? He came out. Having a time with this one. I know what it is. I need to pull this up. There. Okay, so we've got around our bow done. Now we're going to go up some different greenery. Now let's think about some sparkly stuff. Love these little guys. There we go. Put another one up in here. Want it. There we got one on each side. Kind of gives a little bit of balance. There you go. I've got two more. Okay, this one looks like it's turned that way. Going up this way. And since that's green, we'll put a red sparkly. I may put a little bit of this on there. Could you get me some scissors? So let's put him in here. Went ahead and put some glue on him. Do you like that? That's so pretty. This is kind of Grinchy colors. Everybody's doing the Grinch now, but you don't have to do the Grinch with these colors. Okay. Now this one, I only have one of those feathers. So I'm going to take and I'm going to cut this into a feather. I'll do it like that so you can see. Just making do. This is going to look like that feather. There we go. So I can use him anywhere I want to. Let's see. So I'm going to go here. That looks pretty good. Can't see that very good, but it's on there. I'll turn it up and show it to you. All right, now let's do a few little flowers up the stem. We've got a red one here. I think we have enough going on without using the balls. I wasn't sure I was going to use those or not. I don't know. I could glue a couple of them in here. Nah, I think I like it the way it is. I'll put a few up this way. Maybe I should put one more little poinsettia up in the top. Got a little red one here and a white one. Then I'm going to do white and red up here. All right. I think we might need a little more greenery going up at the top. You can see I use this in another arrangement. It's got a pick on it. So I just pull that off. Always pull your picks off with a tool of some sort. You don't want to be doing that and slash your hand, right? None of that. We have enough problems in life without cutting our hands. Okay. The guy out here where we can see him. All right. Let's see what kind of holes. Now we're looking for holes. I like this wreath because it's more oval. I like oval wreaths. Let's see. Get the greenery. Okay. Doesn't have to be perfect. But I like to adjust it a little bit. This guy just won't stay in. That means he gets some hot glue. There we go. Okay. There we go. There's our wreath. I'm going to take this one to school. Actually, I teach 5th grade. Just started doing that in the last 2 years. So before that, I was a florist. There you go. I like it. I hope my students like it too.